Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Let the people rejoice who come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give him the glory. Great things he has done. Remembering Ashton. On the 1st of August 2013, Ashton Fitzwilliam Chambers left this earth. He would have loved to have been here in Trinidad, but he was in New York and went to be with the Lord. I know him by his son, Rory, to share with us would be a few words about his dad.
Ashton Fitzwilliam Chambers was a loving and devoted father to Antonella, Rory, and Tracy, who all called him Dad. My father was a brilliant radio and television broadcaster, a household name in the industry in the 60s and early 70s. And he was admired and recognized during his career for his great talent as a fluent speaker of the English language. I will always remember him as a kind and loving man, and although my parents divorced when I was young, he forever remained in my life until he passed. Today we say a final goodbye to a man whose private life some people will never fully know or understand, for he was indeed a private person with a passion to fulfill his calling, which was a seat behind a microphone. I love this man. I quote that, and wish you have met him to meet his only grandson, my son. This never materialized, as he passed before they could meet. So on behalf of his children, Antonella, Tracy, and I, Rory, we say a final farewell to Ashton Chambers, our dad, who will live in our heart forever, resting in eternal peace.
So I'm just reading some notes of Ashton Chambers from Jones Pulmonary. The name Ashton Chambers is synonymous with the golden era of broadcasting in Trinidad and Tobago, and indeed the Caribbean. Yes, there was such an era here. Imbued with quality of voice and diction, with passion, not only to entertain, but also to inform, and to educate, and to truly present in a manner that generated credibility and trust, so that people could more easily make up their minds into positions on the many issues facing our country back then. These were quite easy qualities for the likes of Ashton to adopt. His love for the medium preceded any job offered by the two channels that shaped the Trinidad and Tobago landscape at the time. My good friend Hans Hermansen, another outstanding example of the excellence of radio in Trinidad and Tobago at the time, reminds me that Ashton's entry into the medium was at his alma mater, Napier College in San Fernando, via the school's public address system, along with two other notables or broadcast legends, if you will, Trevor McDonald and Rory Thomas. Could you imagine the font of talent that graced that private wire initiative? Several years later, Ashton's voice would become a predominant retail radio in Trinidad, as with Trevor and Rory. Ashton's talent was also sought by regional broadcasters, including the then pan-Caribbean radio antennas. Whenever he hit the airways, it was unmistakably Ashton. Imitating no one, his flat, silvery classic tone identifying him and only him. And he knew his business so well that he clowned in the studios while delivering the most serious of messages. No one knew, for instance, that Ashton often took the news script, turned it upside down, and still read and presented it to the listener. It is no secret that Ashton was among those broadcasters who worked hard and played hard. This has always been the lethal weapon that brought down many a broadcaster, and Ashton is no exception. Alas, before we know deepened ailing health, and we were to lose his agility and his drive, the base of his talent, progressively, forever. Ashton Chambers rests in peace.
Bishop Morris Jones, overseer of the Church of God of Prophecy in Trinidad and Tobago, some years ago, together with Suresh Balaram, started an organization called Promoting Positive Media. He wants to take this opportunity to talk about his passion for positive media and if he has any remembrances of Ashton Fitzwilliam Chambers. Bishop Morris Jones.
Good afternoon. Greetings in the worthy and wonderful name of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I did not know Ashton Chambers personally, but certainly as one of the television personalities, you would see him. And of course, in those days, we did not have much choice. It was TTT. Okay? What I do remember is the high level of professionalism. I hate to say it, but I think the media has been watered down, well, significantly. There wasn't anybody to talk about, on radio. So, in those days, you had to be the exquisite professional, like Ashton and some of the people, other persons mentioned. And indeed, we've heard quite a bit of him, and I want to extend it's 5 years or so, but I still do want to extend heartfelt sympathies to Rory and to the rest of the family, members of Ashton Chambers' family. And concerning positive media, actually what is called is gospel bulletin board. Some of you may have seen it running in the Express, and for a number of years, and then we moved to the Newsday. And the tagline was promoting positive media. To be very honest with you, I think that the negative media that we get in copious doses can only damage our psyche. Yes, I know that news needs to be carried, we need to know about the murders and all the other things happening. But does it have to be on the front page? Does it have to be handing a little bit more balance? There's so many good things happening. Here we are remembering a noted journalist, was broadcaster, radio, television, a son of the soil, who would have made TNT proud abroad. So you think that should be celebrated, right? And Reverend Ruth made sure to put it in the newspaper, so it's there, okay? But, if there have been some scandal, then people are going to rush and nationalize. But I want to encourage those of us right here. In spite of what the mass media and social media is now inundating the society with, that we remain positive. And I want to go to the scripture a little bit, if you don't mind. And I want to share 3 scriptures which are self-explanatory. So I will just share, you would be able to get the message. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 30 says, "The light of the eyes rejoices the heart, and a good report makes the bones healthy." The Old King James Version says, makes the bones fat. Okay? How many of you love good news? Somebody says, if it's, how to say it again? No news is good news, and bad news sells. I want to reject that. I do want to reject that and encourage people. As a matter of fact, even those of us who are here today, one of the ways we can counteract that, and I myself perhaps need to try to do a little bit more. I enjoy talking much more than writing. But I'm going to have to get in the habit of writing a little more, right? One of the reasons we started Gospel Bulletin Board, which was an advertorial, was to at least get some positivity in the newspaper. People suggested, why don't you start your own newspaper and all of that? But no, we want to be the secular people. all right, to bring some semblance of balance, to introduce, or to, in fact, to insert some positive news inside there. All right? As I said before, the negative news, all the bad things, all the bad reports, oh boy, it damages our psyche, it depresses us. All right? So we need to hear some good news. I believe it was the Canadian songbird, whose name eludes me now, but you know her. Anne-Marie, anyway, she did a song called I Sure Could Use a Little Good News Today. Yeah? Alright? And we long for some good news. So let's write some good news, letter to the editor, however we get it in. Alright? Those of you with good writing skills, Ruth, you are a media person yourself. Let's write some good stuff. Write something. What's something in your church? What's something in your community? And that's newsworthy. You know, send something there, and at least let's get it. It's so refreshing when you hear somebody calling programs, compliment the nurse who got them in the hospital. When you talk, they thank a policeman who got them somewhere. Because the norm is, when they're public servant and them nurses and them, any listening? Or regardless, or, you know. Okay, I can tell you, just under 1 year ago, my wife of 42, a little over 42 years, was at the Sanford and Hospital and eventually passed about just over a year ago. And I can tell you that, boy, the treatment was really good. We met some wonderful people. I was very surprised. Alright? So there are good people even in the public service. Alright? And rather than just complaining, we need to take time out to give thanks. We need to have an attitude of gratitude. Yeah, so Proverbs, the wise man, he writes, the light of the eyes rejoices in heart. When you see things, beautiful things, it makes your heart feel better. Alright? Than some of the stuff that they want to put on social media and electronic media. The second scripture is from Philippians. This is so beautiful. You need to hear it. Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are pure, whatever things are of a good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise or anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Think on these things. I thank God there is so much in the Word of God to meditate on, to encourage you. The scripture read by Reverend Ruth earlier, all right, from Romans chapter 8. If God be for us, who can be against us? It's not very comforting, strengthening, encouraging, indeed it is. But you know, in the Bible, we have 4 books that are referred to as the Gospel: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But indeed, the Bible is good news. Yeah, there are lots of warnings and so on inside here. But one of the things I love about the Bible, it always ends with hope. It will tell you all the things that will happen if you do the wrong thing. But it will end up telling you, if you do the right thing, that heaven awaits you. And that is so encouraging. And in Luke chapter 4, verse 18, Jesus walks into the temple. They gave him the scripture. He opens it and he reads from a passage in Isaiah. As a matter of fact, it's from Isaiah chapter 61. So Luke, the great physician, the physician rather, he reports, the great physician Jesus, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Why? He has anointed me, because he's anointed me to preach the gospel. In the interest of time, I wouldn't read the rest of the things. I just stay at to preach the gospel. What's the gospel? The gospel is good news. May God bless us. And those of us who are here, may we embrace the gospel. And like Paul says to the Philippians, if there be any virtue, if there be anything praiseworthy, meditate on these thoughts. Think on these thoughts. And as we think of Ashton, I'm sure he wasn't a perfect man, but we have some very good things about him. Let's think about those good things and let's cherish those memories. God bless you. Thank you for the opportunity. And let's go keep promoting positive media. God bless.